Everyone knows out there that Champions League night, Real Madrid, Mancity, Etihad Stadium. What's going to happen? That will be the talk of this evening because Champions League semi-final is here. It's a battle between the English teams and also Spanish La Liga teams. Villarreal, Real Madrid, Liverpool, Manchester City. Who blinks first? Who wins these games? Let's see what happened in this year's edition of UEFA Champions League. Welcome you on the show, 360 Sport on Trust TV. I am Adeni Ajishafe. Joining me, as usual, is Olawale Peters. Good to have you.
Yeah, good evening, Adeni. It's a pleasure to be back to studio.
Well, before we go to Man City, Real Madrid story, we have to start from home. As they say, charity actually begins from home. Let's talk about the MPFL match that will be right now ongoing between Nasarawa United and Dakar FC at the New Jos Stadium in Plateau State. That match is really needed because Nasarawa versus Dakar will be playing in their own match day 25. As we speak, the game is on. Who wins this game? Well, Nasarawa United, they lost scandalously last time to Aqua United, and they will be facing Dakar. From the way it is, they have to win this game.
They have to really win the game, and looking at their position currently on the table, there's need for them to move above where they are currently now. And like we said in our morning edition, the difference between each of the teams, they're not that very much. It's still very competitive. So there's opportunity for them now to move from their 13th position. If they win the match, they can get to 11th position because that's 30 points for them from 29. So they get to.
They actually have 30 now. Okay, Nasarawa.
That's right.
29,
yes. 29. So they will get to 32 position. So that shows that they will get to 12th position. then for Dakar, it's going to be an opportunity for them to upstage even Niger Tornadoes to get to 13th position because of the goal difference. So it's going to be a very interesting match for them to do. But I'm sure Nasarawa United, they don't want to have another defeat. And looking at what happened to them, their last match against Aqua United, they will have learned from the mistake they made and make sure that they use that one to punish the Dakar. The Dakar also will be looking at their condition currently that will have an opportunity to move up the table. So let me do this and win. At least if I can't win, let me try and get a draw. And from the matches played yesterday, all the home team, they won their matches. So probably Dakar would like to break the record that, okay, everybody all the home team have won their own. We were playing away from home. Let's try and win away from home. Or at least let's get a draw. A point, it's something.
Yeah, that's the statement that will be coming from the two games, rather the game being played between the two teams, rather, Dakar Nasarawa United, ongoing at the New Jos Stadium. The solid miners, as Nasarawa United are known, are trying to see how they can at least win this game. It's ongoing. Now we move away from MPFL. Let's talk about CAF. Sometimes back, we reported that CAF African School will be starting soon in Mozambique, where CAF President Patrick Motsepe will be launching it today. The D-Day, well, as we speak right now, it has started from the morning section, afternoon section, and the evening session where they have a launching concerning the CAF African School sport to launch. Well, the good thing is that this will give an opportunity to African young boys and girls. I love the fact that they actually included two young boys and girls to be able to showcase their talent. It has to do with schools, no mercenaries, play your game, you are in the same school. And at least this will be a platform for us to see a lot of talents in African school football.
Yeah, I think it's a very good one that the CAF, they are taking the templates from the Democratic Republic of Congo and FIFA competition in which they kickstart, I think about 3 months ago, talking about the issue of school football development. So it's a very good one. And like you said, the issue of machinery will not be there. I remember those days that we used to play Principal's Cup. When you see, there are some people, I think, for all their life, for about 7-8 years, they have been in SS3.
Of course.
They have been in SS3. Repeating. And they are repeating, not only repeating, no, they are moving from one school to another school. You see them at Baptist Academy today, Igbobi College tomorrow, St. Finbar's the day after tomorrow. You just see them moving around. But this time around now, I think that will not be the situation because there's already a process in place. You register even before the competition started. Not this one that they will go and pay for your WAEC fee just because they want you to come and play for them. So we have that. So that, I think, will not be the situation now. And for Nigeria, I think we're already battle ready. What do I mean? We have our under 15 promise
team
already.
Players playing the under 15.
Yeah, they are playing the under 15. Very young and intelligent, smart kids. So from there, we can get our own that will represent the the Nigerian contingent. Then also, like I said in the morning, this is high time for Nduka Ugbade to really start turning around nooks and crannies of this country in poaching all these young talents, because the future depends on them. So they are the future. So the earlier the better. We start nurturing them right now, giving them the adequate training. What they just need is the tactics. The skills are there naturally. They have the skills naturally. If you go around Abuja every Saturday in the morning, in the evening, even on Sunday, if you see what these small kids are doing with football, we have more than 10, 15 still Ronaldo and Messi of this world in this country.
And that's just Abuja alone.
That's just Abuja
Imagine
alone.
how many cities in Nigeria.
Let's talk about Lagos, talk about Kano, Katsina, Port Harcourt, Bayelsa. We have them all over the country. So it's high time for him to start turning around all these states to make sure that we get the best from the abundance of resources that we have.
Hopefully, this will be done. CAF African schools coming up. Well, a lot of talents will be discovered in schools in Africa. And we've been looking at Nigeria as at least a case study. We have a lot of talent in this country, even to the under-6, under-12. You see some young lads, what they do with football, you'll be wondering, this is really Nigerians. We just have to encourage these young men and women that are into football or any other sport to really believe in themselves and work harder and smarter to make the best out of this sport, because you never can tell if such sport will actually make you better. Now we move away from CAF stories now. Let's talk about the big one for tonight. UEFA Champions League semi-final, first leg between Manchester City and Real Madrid. Etihad Stadium, what's going to happen? Well, according to Guardiola, he says, well, he has told his players they will suffer, but they can't do it against Real Madrid with their experience and the mentality that Carlo Ancelotti has given to those players. It is very possible that Man City can actually dislodge Real Madrid. Do you stand with that? Well,
sincerely, it's a tough call. It's a tough call. It's a tough call in the sense that if you look at the two teams currently now, they are doing very well. Let's take Real Madrid. And currently, they are topping the La Liga. Even I think they've already won. Because they are leading with 15 points. They still have 5 matches to play. And the goal difference between them and second place Barcelona is 22 goals. So even if Barcelona should win all their remaining matches and they decided to lose all their remaining matches, can Barcelona record 22 goals to meet up with them, though they still have their head-to-head that they normally use when they have a tie. So that shows that they are doing very, very well. This season, they've lost only three matches this season, and they are currently having 78 points. And they've scored 69 goals, conceded 29 goals in La Liga. And Karim Benzema, the man that is at his peak currently now, he has scored 25 goals in La Liga. So that shows that they have what it takes. And one thing about the Real Madrid teams, they have the experience. The experience is seriously there for them. They don't need a full chance before they can score. What they just need is just give them half chance. Look at what Madrid did against Chelsea, the pass. That is what they need. Benzema, he knows where to score, when to score, and how to do it. In the Champions League, he has scored 12 goals. Just a goal behind Robert Lewandowski, who has 13 goals. And unfortunately, he is out of the Champions League.
So that's the hope for
Benzema. Karim Benzema to score more than 13 goals, because I see him scoring tonight. Then in the Champions League also, the Real Madrid team, they have scored so far 22 goals. And they conceded only 9 goals. This season alone. So in 10 matches. So that shows that it's going to be a very, very interesting match. Then let's go to the Manchester City. They are topping the Premier League also. They've played 33 matches. They have 80 points. And they've scored 80 goals. And they conceded only 21 goals.
Oh, goal machines.
So that shows that it's going to be very, very interesting. In the Champions League also, they've scored 24 goals, 2 goals above what Real Madrid have scored. Madrid scored 22 goals in 10 matches. They've scored 24 goals. And they've conceded only 10 goals, while Madrid conceded 9 goals. So if you look at the statistic, the analysis, you see that it's very tough to call. That's the truth. The experience and the tactics is what really matters. And that's one problem I have with Pep Guardiola. Though against Atletico Madrid, he did it very well. He got it very right. I think that's why he's trying to tell his player that we're going to suffer, because their game against Atletico Madrid, they suffered. They really, really, really suffered. Maybe that is what he's trying to tell them. However, if you look at the second round and round of 16, the team that qualified up to the semi-final, they won the game from the first match. And they won the game on their home soil. If you fail to win your game, there's no away goal rule again in Champions League. So if Manchester City fail to win the game tonight, what do I mean? Scoring as much as possible
before you go to Santiago.
3, 4, 5 goals. If you can't do that today, they should forget it. Today is not a day that they'll be looking at scoring 1 goal, 2 goals, and they will sit back.
They should learn from Chelsea what happened. They should learn from Chelsea
what happened. Because there's no how you go to Santiago Bernabeu and you will want to upstage Real Madrid at this stage. That is the truth. So they have to get it right. It's going to be a very, very interesting match. This is the time to ask this question. The €1 billion that Pep Guardiola has spent since he joined Manchester City, this is the time for him to deliver. This is the time to prove people wrong that is not only good at Barcelona, he can do it also somewhere else. What do I mean? Before he got to Manchester City, they've won everything that is winning for them now. There's only one trophy.
This is Champions League.
It's the Champions League. So this is the time for him to get it right. He has a lot of hurdles. I don't know who he's going to meet between Liverpool and Villarreal, who are playing their own match tomorrow. And he has this, I think it's becoming more of psychological for Pep to win Georgian club. It's becoming more psychological for him to win him. But let him try and cross the hurdles that he has
of Real Madrid
first now. So we know Carlo Ancelotti also is I call him a silent achiever. You don't see him making noise, you don't see him shouting, but he knows the work, he knows what he did. What he did against Chelsea was just a substitution.
And
the substitution worked out perfectly and won the match and the game for them. So that's why a lot of people believe that you can win the game from the bench. The fact that you are starting or you are part of the starting 11 doesn't mean you are the match winner. Look at Origi, what he did against Everton over the weekend. So he has been consistent when it's come to derby. They bring him in, they know what to do, they know how to go about it. So that's what he's going to win tonight's match. Sincerely, it's too close to call. I can't say this who is going to win the match until I see the lineup. But one good thing about Manchester City is if Kenny De Bruyne is on his good day, is the best player in the world. That's it. So we're going to see the midfield marshal between him and Luka Modric. And unfortunately, Real Madrid, they won't be playing with Casemiro and David and Alaba. They are having injury. So they should use that opportunity to penetrate through their defense and their left wing.
From the way it is, Alaba is suffering from a doctor injury, and also not forgetting Casemiro, even as at all of them. But that will not stop the most experienced team of Real Madrid. They just want to make it 14. They won it 13 times. Carlo Ancelotti, knowing fully that he needs to win this. Well, Pep Guardiola obsessed with winning this particular trophy for Manchester City, and the entire club really wants to win it. It's going to be a battle tonight at the Etihad Stadium. Rodri will be there. Can he hold down in between himself and Luka Modric with his experience? You have Benzema, the man that has really been touted as the best striker in the world, even when Lewandowski is still there playing. Well, he will be holding his own against the like of Ruben Dias. Can he hold him down? And you look at Kevin De Bruyne, who right now we know how good this player is. Whenever he's at his best, he will always deliver. But so tonight, a big man between Manchester City and Real Madrid. But before we digress away from this particular match, you look at, we have 4 teams left, 2 Spanish, 2 English. And it's either way, either we have 2 English in the final, or 1 Spanish, or 1 English. But from the way it is, Man City seems to be more obsessed with this trophy, mostly. than any of the other teams because of the fact that that record, Guardiola wants to be the first coach to win it for Manchester City. The entire team also wants to make sure they break that particular gene. The same thing is happening to PSG before they were bonded out. So wouldn't you see that as that will actually gather more pressure on the players?
Okay, obsession doesn't make you to be successful. They don't need to be obsessed with it. That's the truth. What they need to do is to plan and get prepared for it. Sincerely, if you ask me, I see more of Real Madrid and Liverpool playing the final. That is the truth. Why? The pressure on Guardiola and the team is just too much. So when you have that pressure and you are playing the game, it's something that doesn't really work out well for you. The same thing with PSG. They've spent a lot of money. They have the likes of Neymar, Di Maria, Messi, Mbappe. Where are they today? It's because of the pressure they have. So they too, they are obsessed with, I want to win it. So it's like they have to be free and just play their game. That is the only thing that can really save them tonight. Because they are under pressure. They are more under pressure to win the Champions League more than Real Madrid. Real Madrid have won it 13 times. They won it last in 2018. So if they didn't win it again, nothing will happen. Manchester City, they lost in the final due to tactical mistake. Because you can't be playing a team of Chelsea, young, vibrant, and enterprising as they had then, and you won't have any holding midfielder. So that means you are giving them the room to operate, to put amount of pressure on you. So the pressure is more on Guardiola. And when a club have given you all the rooms to operate, €1 billion to buy players, giving you the free room to operate, win this thing for us. And you know you are at the tail end of your career with them, your contract with them. So the pressure, I hope the pressure will not make him to make that mistake. So that's why I said obsession is not what they need. What they need is preparation and concentration.
Just relax and play your team.
Relax and play your game. So it is their game to lose, if you ask me. That's the truth. But the Real Madrid, sincerely, they are very, very fantastic. They know how to deliver. It's like the case of a boxer now. I can receive all the punches, but I'll just look for when to give you that uppercut. And once I give you the uppercut, you're out of it. You saw what happened over the weekend also. So that is what I think Real Madrid is going to do against Manchester City. Ball possession, you can give me 90-10, but and they're very good when it comes to counter-attack too. That's the Real Madrid. They are good with counter-attack. Now we've seen in another side of Benzema that is now scoring with his head, left, right, and center. And when it comes to set pieces, Manchester City, they are very porous. They are not that very good when it comes to that. So this is time for them to just relax. Take it calm. Work out their tactics very, very, very well. Communicate very, very well. Concentrate very, very well. And unfortunately, they don't have a prolific striker. Unlike we have Benzema. They don't have a prolific striker. Gabriel Jesus, today will score. He scored 4 goals over the weekend. I hope he has not scored all his goals. But this is the time for them to score, even if it is 5 or 6-0. They need to score it. So tonight is the night for Pep Guardiola to show to the world that he's a world-class coach. To me, until we win the Champions League with Manchester City, I'll start giving him my respect. For now, I won't, because he has not done anything fantastic for the Manchester City fans and supporters, even the board. He has not done anything fantastic from what Manuel Pellegrini has done for them. So he needs to show that he is the best, not that he wants to break record. The
record has been broken by so many coaches, at least.
Exactly. So he shouldn't be looking at, what I want to do is I want to. That's not the issue.
In fact,
look at Roberto Mancini. That last goal by Sergio Aguero against QPR, when they won their league, it's like everybody was looking at, it's over. But it's not obsessed that, I want to be the first team to win.
The first coach.
The first coach to win.
First set.
No. He was playing his game. And the goal came at the 9 minutes. So that's why I think Pep really needs to do.
Guardiola needs to calm down with the pressure of winning UEFA Champions League for Manchester City. But it's a big battle tonight at the Etihad Stadium between Real Madrid, who actually are visitors to the Etihad Stadium against the light blue team over there in Manchester City. Well, we'll wait to see what's going to happen concerning that game. It's a big one for Manchester City. Now we move away. Let's talk about some transfer stories. As we heard, Rudiger has actually agreed a 4-year deal with Real Madrid. Well, with just subject to some contract being signed between them, Chelsea and everyone involved. But from the way it is, this man will be earning £200,000 per week. The money is now getting in Chelsea. He'll be getting it. And yesterday, Thomas Tuchel actually confirms that yes, he will be leaving. Yes,
and I think he has made up his mind. It's not really about the money because Chelsea, before now, they are ready to match the £200,000 that Real Madrid wanted to pay him. But it's like his mind is made up. What do I mean? He has been in Chelsea for some times now, and he has won everything. When I said everything, he has won everything. So
he needs a new challenge.
So he needs a new challenge. He needs a new club to go and prove his worth. And players like that, sincerely, I give it to them. I give it to them because they don't want to be a local champion. They don't want to be that, okay, this is the only league that I can play and I can function. So he wants to go and try, what can I do outside Chelsea? A very, very big loss for Chelsea. We saw what happened when he didn't play the last 2 matches, how Chelsea were really, really struggling out of defense. So right now, they don't have that defense marshal like they have before in him. You see him more like a striker, a defender, and a midfielder. He's a box-to-box player. So a very big loss for Chelsea and a very good one for Real Madrid. You know, one thing about when a player wants to leave, you can't force them against their wish. That is the truth.
That's part of what is affecting Tottenham Hotspur by allowing Harry Kane to stay back when he wanted to leave.
And if they have allowed Harry Kane to go as at that time, probably you'll have discovered another player, another striker. Let's look at Benzema. When Ronaldo was in Real Madrid, Benzema wasn't scoring or shining like this. That is the truth. But when Ronaldo left, so the responsibility, everything is on him. And you can see how he's delivering now. That goes for all other players also. I think a loss to Chelsea, but a good one for Real Madrid.
So just like Pogba is already saying he wants to leave too, and news coming that he has actually withdrawn from their WhatsApp group in Manchester United because PSG and Real Madrid have tabled some offer, so he's leaving.
I think one of the reasons why Manchester United, they are holding on to Pogba is because of the sponsorship.
The market value.
The market value, not the playing value. That is the truth. It's because of the market value. Because what's Pogba playing now? Nothing. So if he really wants to leave,
let him leave.
Let him just leave.
In fact, let there be peace in Manchester United.
There's need for peace in Manchester United.
Player like that needs to go because he has a lot of ego. He brings in a lot of
seriously. You know, when you started earning money that is more than your age, definitely you have to misbehave in one way or the other. And if you recall, when Mourinho was there, he gave them an option. Like it's either they ask him to go or
he leaves.
Or Pogba. They have that choice.
He told them that.
So if they have made that choice at that time, probably Manchester United, they won't be where they are now because one bad player can influence others.
Many good players.
Many good players. So that's what we are seeing. A very good one. I'm waiting for Maguire also to make his announcement that I've disappointed you. I'm not playing for Manchester United again.
Because Manchester United seems to be safe haven right now. And you just have to look at the fact that I respect Ronaldo and Messi so much. Why? If some players are earning money and they are actually acting somehow, look at those two gentlemen. Messi, Ronaldo, they may not have the same personality, but they've been able to hold down their attitude one way or the other. The way other players who are earning money, they are not as actually rich as these players. Yet they are committed to Argentina, to Portugal, to their clubs and every other thing. Not minding personal issues. No one is perfect, but really, these two players have been able to control issue of wealth compared to other players that misbehave.
Okay, and that's where the issue of skills and attitude comes in.
Plus a good management.
Skills, you have the skills. The skills got them to where they are today. But their attitude, their character on and off the pitch is what is speaking for them up to now. Is the reason why they're able to manage their wealth. They are very humble. That is the truth. All this other issue like Greenwood had never heard of that from either Ronaldo or Messi. All this having as in uncultured attitude, you've never heard of it from either of them. So they have that good management also. So I think they have that good attitude and character is really, really speaking for them, because you may be the best player in the world. Where's Etihad today? Where's Etihad today? Where's Eric Cantona today? We have likes of good players. They have good skills. But once you don't have that attitude, the character off and on the pitch, forget it. You only shine for maybe 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 months, and that's the end of your career. And someone else will take over from it. I think they are a good role model to a younger players and generation.
Good one there. Now we'll take our last story on the show, talking about a particular player from Algeria. His name is Riyad Mahrez. Right now, AC Milan, Chelsea, Real Madrid are interested in this Algeria winger, Riyad Mahrez. He has been fantastic for since he joined Manchester City. But from the way it is, where will he go? Is it Chelsea, is it Real, or is it AC Milan, who are all interested in the winger?
Okay, I don't think there's any reason for him to stay in Premier League again. So leaving Manchester City to go to Chelsea, it will even hurt the supporters and the fans more. So there's no need of
better for him to move.
So it's better for him to move outside Premier League. AC Milan or Real Madrid, I would choose Real Madrid 100% before AC Milan.
For him? For him.
So I think.
Do you think there will be a chance for him to shine Real if he moves there?
Definitely. It's a prolific striker. It's someone that when he comes in, his impact will be felt. That's one good thing about him. He's not someone that you come and you start benching. No, it's hard working and his work rate is very, very high. And if you look at the tactics, the possession holding of Real Madrid style of play, it best suits him, unlike AC Milan, where they can remove his bone very soon.
Anything can happen in the defensive league of Italian Serie A. They are talking about the man Riyad Mahrez. That's it on 360 Sport. A wonderful time with Olawale Peters. Good to have you.
It's my pleasure being here, Denny.
Yes, let's wait and see what's going to happen between Mancity and Real Madrid in the UEFA Champions League tonight. Enjoy that moment. This is Adeni Ajishafe. Thanks for watching.